I have an announcement. We have officially met the donation incentive for the Smash Brothers Melee Finals. That will be played on the bonus stream.
I just want to double check to make sure everything's good. Just get hospital real quick.
Border ludes too. Oh, okay, my mic's on.
Going up the street,
Hi. Oh, that's a great idea. I love you. Hide my shame.
Should be okay.
Yes.
All right, so there's a decently long cutscene before time starts, so I'll let you know. So we play Dishonored on easy, not because it's easier. Well, I'll turn up brightness a bit, but because there's relatively no combat in this game, and the difficulty affects how much mana potions regenerate. And if you don't know Dishonored, Dishonored is an action first-person stealth game. And the interesting bit about Dishonored is that they give you magical powers, and the main magical power that we use in this run is called Blink. And Blink, if you played StarCraft, is a short-range teleportation ability. This one isn't supposed to go through walls, but we'll get into that later. And the category that I'm running is non-lethal ghost, so that's got two parts. The non-lethal bit is this game is largely focused around assassinating people. That's the objective for a lot of missions. So there's always non-lethal ways to complete those missions, though. So we're going to have to do those. And then the ghost part, which is the more important bit of the run, means that we can't ever be detected by enemies. And that's the main thing that separates this from 90%, because in 90% you get detected by like everyone in the entire game that you're within 100 feet of. And we choose those two objectives because at the end of every mission, there's an end of mission screen, and there's two check marks side by side, and one of them is non-lethal, and one of them is ghost brackets undetected. So we just put those two in one category. And the end mission screen is kind of important because that's all that really matters. As long as you get those two check marks, you're good. That's how we verify runs as well. So time starts in like 5 seconds-ish.
The Empress will be waiting for your news.
Time starts now. So this is the intro. The intro's pretty boring, but there's still a couple tricks that speed it up by a few seconds. I just jumped over the flag there. That's a little trickier than it seems, but it's really not hard. This is Emily. She's fun.
You have time? Mother's busy talking to that
And
nasty old spy.
at the beginning of every run, Emily starts the hype.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. That's how you know it's the run. So here I'm going to kind of jump into this cutscene and start it before I should really be able to. And now we're just in a cutscene for a little bit. So yeah, the ghost part is really facilitated by the blink ability, which is the short-range teleportation thing. In 90%, the entire route is completely focused around collecting mana potions and blinking as much as you possibly can. It's still a similar theme in Ghost Non-Lethal, but we got some side objectives that we need to take care of, and we got to do it all stealthily. So we don't actually get the blink ability until the intermission between the first mission and the second mission. So the first mission is completely done without blink, which means it's probably the hardest mission in the game, in my opinion. It's the place that if you screw up even a little bit, you waste the biggest amount of time. So, spoilers, the Empress dies. Right at the beginning. So, what we start out with? Oh, hey, Wyman. What's up, man?
I hope that one of the other cities have dealt with this before.
That's okay. Links you can say.
Sure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point.
So there's not really much to do here, but it's going to be assassins that come that we want to take care of pretty quickly.
Thanks.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry.
So another thing, this game is played on version 1.2 because one of the main glitches that we use in the game, which I'll get into later, is patched on further versions, and we don't play it on 1.0 or 1. Hold on. I want to try to shoot this guy in the head. Okay, I got that headshot, and I want to try to shoot this guy in the head. Okay, nice. I got both headshots. And each of those headshots actually kills the guy, which, don't worry, we're not in the non-lethal part yet. This part doesn't actually count. Each headshot kills the guy, which causes the next guy and then the cutscene to occur 1 second faster. So both those headshots save a second. So yeah, spoilers, the Empress dies right at the beginning of the run. And you can actually kill the Empress here right before she gets stabbed, which realistically wouldn't change anything in the plot other than you would be guilty rather than you wouldn't. Because the guys that break you out don't break you out because you didn't do it or anything. They break you out because they need your help. But it still gives you a game over screen. So we try not to do that anymore. It used to be that we would turn around and shoot the Empress just for fun, but the headshot there makes the next cutscene occur so fast that we can't do that anymore. I did nothing. He asks me what I did with young Lady Emily. What would I have done? Throw her off the side of the tower? Where would she go?
Could we get a quick roll call, starting with the runner?
I am DecidedSloth.
I am Professor Broman.
I'm Wyborn. I'm Fina.
Keep links left again. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm Wyborn.
I am Professor Broman.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Well, I mean, that's Fino and that's Blood Thunder.
There we go.
All right, so right here we have a quick glitch that skips a conversation thing. Let's see if I can. Okay, I got it first try. You get 1 mark on there, and it skips a sort of dialogue interaction between those 2 guards. And their view cones actually cover the whole room when you do that, which makes it impossible to get by them. This trick is pretty okay, nice. I got the first try. That's actually really difficult to. Yeah. That trick is actually a really, really close jump. You have to sprint, and you don't actually start at max speed when you sprint. It takes you like half a foot to get up to max speed, and that light that I stood on there is about half a foot. So we need to go from one edge to the other to actually get full speed. The brightness is kind of weird. So here, I'm going to go for a really tricky strat that might not work, but it's cool. So instead of choking this guy out, which is slow, I'm just going to, oh, that didn't work. Jumping on people's head is not very good for being Ghost. So you get around this guy, and hopefully, okay. That's not so good. No, that's not so good.
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that.
Okay, there we go. So that guy has, all guards in this game actually have random head movements. So that's why this mission isn't so easy. Because oftentimes just guards' random head movements can get you detected, and there's nothing you can do about it. Up in this part, there's a guard named Willem. That's Willem over there. He's wandering around. Oh, that wasn't so great. And Willem is known to be a giant troll. We don't really like Willem so much. He has messed up many a run. Because he can randomly look over at you when you're walking there, and you can also randomly look over at the dead body. Luckily, Willem is being nice today. So thank you, Willem. We will reward you with not killing you. He's still alive, trust me. So this is bridge jump. This is another kind of tough trick. I'll explain after.
Wow.
So that trick works and doesn't kill me because there's a little crack between those 2 rocks where the sort of angle of the collision prevents you from taking fall damage. And if you do a weird sort of sweeping look thing while holding the space bar, you'll immediately climb up on those rocks, and that lets you get to the area just quick enough that you don't get detected by the guards up on the walkway above. So there's like a cutscene back there of 2 guards getting eaten by rats. We're not really interested in that. We don't really care. Swimming in this game is really slow, so we try to avoid swimming as much as possible. It reduces your speed by a lot. Also, you may have noticed that when I'm crouched, I'll be jumping around a lot. That's not just for show, unlike Blood Thunder over here, who likes to jump a lot in Quantum Conundrum. That actually increases your movement speed while crouched by about 30%. So it's significantly faster than just normal crouching, and it doesn't actually make you, it doesn't increase your sound at all. It increases your sort of area that you take up, so if a guard looks over, you're a little bit more visible. But if they're in like a cutscene or something where they won't have random head movement, then it won't increase your sound and you won't get detected any more easily. So here I'm just going to try to set up my view angle so that I'm looking at this door during the cutscene, because when you fade back in after the cutscene, your screen is black for a little while. We can look right at this door. We can actually walk through it during that little bit in the cutscene. All right. Now this next thing is completely RNG, so hopefully these guards give me good RNG. They might not. No, I got bad RNG, but that's fine. I have backup strats. So if those guards give you good RNG, you just kind of hop along the top there. Otherwise you have to sort of go in the water, which, as I mentioned before, swimming is really slow. Everything is tickety-boo. So these guards have interesting dialogue, to say the least. That one right there, guard says everything is tickety-boo. So tickety-boo, not a phrase you've heard a lot. Some of my other favorites are, how old did you say your sister was again? And then the guy replies, blow off, chopper. Which I don't actually know what that means. Another night, another patrol with you.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
There's some good guard dialogues. This is Samuel. Everyone who speedruns this game hates and loves Samuel. So you kind of hate Samuel because Samuel takes up a decent amount of the run with these unskippable boat cutscenes. But you also gotta kind of love Samuel because you spend so much time with him. I mean, he's a pretty okay dude.
He's also very attractive.
Look at that face. Samuel's also got some funny dialogue later on, which I'll make sure to point out.
We have a $15 donation here from Nomi, who says, "What's up, AGDQ?
Oh, what's up, Nomi?
Especially what's up, Sloth? Hope you have a super sexy and smooth run. Also, it's time for you to get home and get your all collectibles world record back. I cannot resist testing out our new route. Hit a very bad 5839. As you're the reason why I started running Dishonored, you get to choose where to put the money."
So shout-outs to It's Nomi, who found a decent amount of strats that are used in a couple different routes. Also shout-outs to Dirkman12345, who is the other guy who runs this category, and he helped me get the time down as far as it is. And shout-outs to 16, who did some routing for Non-Lethal Ghost as well. So now we get, right up ahead after this cutscene, we get an ability called Blink, which I talked about earlier, which makes the speedrun interesting, rather than just me kind of wandering around. This right here is the ferret fetch. Hold on. Yeah, I got the ferret fetch. That is a really easy 0.4 second time saver found by a man named Fearful Ferrets. Shoutouts to Fearful Ferrets. I love you, Fearful Ferret. Fearful Ferret is the other Dishonored speedrunner who's, he mainly speedruns any %, but he's been doing some Non-Lethal Ghost stuff soon. And Fearful Ferret is the only other person who's had the any % world record for any period of time. We traded it back and forth for a while. I have it right now at 38 minutes and 1 second. And the world record for Non-Lethal Ghost is 46 minutes and 30 seconds, which is a time that I'm probably never going to beat again. It was an outstanding run. This is The Outsider. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
He says hello.
Goodbye.
So now we have Blink, which you can see is quite fast. There's something called Blink Delay, which is just a small time delay that they inputted between blinks so that you can't just completely spam it and break the game entirely, which unfortunately slows it down a little bit, but as you can see, it's still pretty fast. Being able to be good at Blink and managing your blinks is sort of what makes a good Dishonored runner. That's the vast majority of what this run is. And that was a pretty good Outsider stream.
We have a $60 donation here from Yeti. It says, "Hey Sloth, Yeti here.
Hey Yeti!
Looking forward to some bouncing boil strats and lots of sneaky blinks. Good luck on the run and rep that hashtag Degrassi swag. Put this towards Sloth's choice.
Shoutouts to Yeti Revolution. I love you, Yeti. Fat V! Also, shoutouts to Density and Lights and the other Half-Life 2 community speedrunners. I just told them I'd give them shoutouts, so, you know, doing that.
Man.
Ah, doors.
Shoutouts to Lloyd's.
Shoutouts to getting caught on invisible objects.
So here I'm just going to try to jump over this and not get a heavy fall. Okay. That jumping over that part actually skips a very, very small cutscene with a girl named Callista. They actually made the sort of collision box for that cutscene really small for some reason. It's kind of an important cutscene. I don't know why they would make it that small, then easily skippable, but it's nice that they did because it saves about 2 seconds. So this is when the speedrun gets real. This is when it starts to get, well, the difficulty actually is probably lower in this mission than the previous one, but Blink makes it a lot more interesting and a lot faster paced. And we're also going to get to see some more interesting glitches that abuse Blink in this game. See, Blink, this game, on the whole, especially casually playing it, is programmed really well. It's programmed really solidly, but there's some things in it with collision that allow us to break it quite soundly, especially with Blink. I mean, you put in a teleportability, it's gonna break the game. That's just what happens. So as you can see, we're gonna grab a lot of mana potions. There's one. This right here, I missed it. That's fine. I'll explain it later. Okay, we're good. So what I was trying to do right there is a damage cancel. There's actually a falling animation in this game when you hit the ground. Actually, hold on, I gotta focus right here. So right there, I just bought a power agility one, and that gives me a double jump, which I'm using right now. Double jump allows you to get to a lot of places that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get to, and it saves a lot of time. More time than getting agility 2 or blink 2. This is oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I got detected. That's okay. We quick saved right before that. So one of the good things about Dishonored is you got a lot of quick saves, so it's not really a big problem if you get detected, as long as it's not. Well, it's a lot bigger problem in non-lethal Ghost than it is in 80%, which is why this category is really tough to run. But with quick saving, it means you lose a lot less time than in some other game if you messed up those kind of tricks. So this is what I was talking about. This is a door. We don't really like doors, so we're gonna ignore it.
These 2 Blink strats are so cool.
Yeah, so the reason why this guy doesn't actually care is because earlier on we skipped rescuing a guy named Martin. You can see the trigger, or the mission markers is still over there for High Overseer Martin. And skipping that trigger means that those 2 guys don't actually have their script running yet. So they're still in kind of like an idle mode. And in that idle mode, they won't detect you, which is why we can kidnap this guy without the other guy detecting. Otherwise, we would have to wait a really long time for them to carry out the whole cutscene and get into a place where we can kidnap this guy. So preventing that from happening is really, really useful. Saves probably like 2 minutes. I don't know, a lot of time. So coming up is, well, it hasn't, oh god, that's maybe, okay, we're fine. It has a name. It's NPC damage canceling, but nobody calls it that. It is the swag drop. So hopefully I'll get it for you and not die. It's not terribly difficult. And boom. And that's the swag drop. So yeah, we use landing on top of Samuel's head to cancel the falling damage that we would normally take from that. And normally when you jump on somebody's head, it aggroes them, and if you aggro Samuel, who's the main character, it'll give you an instant game over screen. That's not so good. So what we do is we crouch in midair, and then when we fall on his head, it doesn't actually aggro him instantly. We can jump on his head, I think it's 3 times before we aggro him, and that's pretty helpful. It doesn't actually save very much time, and if you miss it, you die and lose about like 20 seconds, but why would we not do it? It's so swag. So this is the intermission again. Intermissions are kind of boring. And unfortunately, most of the cutscenes in them are not skippable. That's the only sort of nitpick I have with Dishonored, but I've run it so much that it doesn't really bother me so much anymore.
We have a $50 donation here from Dirkman12345.
Dirkman?
Yeah.
Shout out
Says,
to Dirk.
well, Sloth, since whenever I get a new world record, you always come back and crush it. So I hope a $50 donation to cancer research will do the same. Good luck, man. Heart.
Thank you, Dirkman. So yeah, as I mentioned before, this is the category non-lethal ghost. Just to clarify, non-lethal ghost means you don't kill anyone, you never get detected by anyone. So this includes people and also the zombie character, and this is in this game, Weepers. But we don't run into those too often, so it's really not a problem if we find any of them or kill any of them. We just don't want to do that. That would be bad. It would completely mess up the entire speedrun. Murdering any of those guys. So, you might be wondering why I did that. This is an intermission. And the definition for all categories in Dishonored, which was determined a really long time ago, like a year ago back when this game first came out, which is all categories are based on the end of mission screen, which you've probably seen a couple times. And intermissions, luckily enough, don't count towards any end mission screen. So we can kill those Weepers and it's still non-lethal ghost. Don't worry, we're okay. That mostly matters for categories like 100% and all collectibles. 100% in this game is actually really, really awful because it includes all of the coins in the entire game. If you played this game, you know that there's thousands of them, and if you miss one, you're kind of screwed. But, yeah, killing those guys is not a problem. Yeah, you'll lose the Steam achievement, Clean Hands, but we don't really care about Steam achievements. Clean Hands, non-lethal, whatever. As long as we get the check marks on every mission, it's fine. That's how you verify a run, actually, is you're supposed to include the end mission screen of every mission, so you gotta include the very last one in your video, even though it's after timing stops. So this is the second most difficult mission. Maybe the most difficult, I don't know. It's pretty tough, it's got a lot of interesting stuff. So here we use a sleep dart, because sleep darts are silent and we can break that glass without those two guards noticing. And then we head upstairs here, grab this mana potion, which is kind of hidden. As you can see, a lot of this mission is picking up mana potions.
What do you think?
And we loot these guys. So the reason we go in there is to get Crawley's last message. Crawley's last message is actually like an audio recording. And it's a really fun audio recording, which we're going to listen to pretty soon.
It's got a really good voice acting.
Yeah. So,
Oh, man.
you know, every game has a budget for voice acting. So Dishonored decided that the best way to spend their entire budget for voice acting was to spend it all on Susan Sarandon, who voices Granny Rags. And then they got some guy's brother-in-law to voice all the rest of the characters. So, yeah, so this is a really, really funny cutscene and has some quality voice acting. So we're just going to listen to this cutscene.
What's this? Information from my missing guy. Let's have a listen.
This is top-tier voice acting.
Slackjaw, it's me, Crowley. I'm making this in case I don't make it back. He was right. There is someone wants you dead. Wants to take over the distillery and the whole Bottle Street gang. And you'll never believe who it is neither. At first I did. That's why it taken me so long. I wanted to be sure. What's that? No! No!
No! It's really quality voice acting.
We have $50 from Joseph Hall, JSH, who says, good luck with those Weepers.
The whole sort of non-lethal part of this mission, which I didn't explain the last one, but it doesn't really matter, is that there's these two guys, and they're the Pendleton twins, or the Pendle twins as we just call them, and we need to kill them, but we can't kill people in this route. So what we do is we take them out non-lethally, we get that guy, Slackjaw, to kidnap them. So what we gotta do for Slackjaw is we gotta get the code for the artist department. So nobody knows the code except for the art dealer. But luckily, the art dealer has some, that might have been detected. Hold on, I'm just gonna do that part a little more slowly just in case. So yeah, luckily for us, the art dealer has some interesting interests. So this is the Golden Cat. The Golden Cat is a gentleman's club, also known as a brothel. And he is chilling in here. And we are going to watch his cutscene as well, which is my favorite cutscene in this game. Which we actually have to watch. It's a forced cutscene, so that's even better. So this is Bunting.
Finally, I've been like this
He's
for
in an
20
interesting
minutes.
position.
Your footsteps sound a little loud. Have you gained a little weight on them? Now, just like last time, understand?
Yeah, so
Slowly.
this guy has some interesting interests. And all this stuff you have to actually watch.
And the safe word tonight will
Everybody remember, the safe word is retribution.
You hear that? You stop. Shot out of line, and you are out of a job.
And this is actually completely required for this
I
round.
deserve that one. Shall I tell you why? The Pendletons are here, right? Start with them. I cheated them, robbed them of thousands. Oh, you're ruthless. Don't hold back. I'll tell you everything. Pendleton's inheritance was worth hundreds of thousands at least.
Told them it was junk.
Retribution! Retribution!
Oh man.
I don't know why this is in this game,
Retribution.
but yeah, it's the safe word. But you know, we're gonna ignore that.
We're done, I said. Retribution! Now let me out! What the? Who is this? What do you want?
Okay, so now he gives us the save combination, and we need to take that back to Slackjaw.
The combination is 879. Take anything you find. I think I felt my heart skip.
Actually, we're gonna knock him out here. It doesn't kill him, just knocks him out. So I might actually get trolled here. Hopefully not, but okay, we should be okay. There's sometimes a girl that walks up the stairs and will detect you. We grab those mana potions. I'm just gonna double. Okay, we're fine. She is completely random, and sometimes will just be directly looking at you, and it's really inconvenient. So there we rescued Emily. That right there is a weird glitch called map glitch, and it's sort of this weird thing, like when you're exiting some loading zones, it'll give you an option to go to another loading zone for no apparent reason. It said go back into the Golden Cat there, but it doesn't actually take you through the door that I just came out of. It warps me to the other side of the map, and we haven't figured out exactly why yet. And it's not useful for a speed run, and if you do it accidentally, it wastes about 30 seconds. But it's kind of a weird Dishonored quirk. Yeah, I have no idea how much. Oh, wow, I have tons of potions left. Okay.
What the fuck are you looking
This part is kind of tricky. Okay, we're good. That's the end of that mission. As you can see, Blink is a very overpowered ability in this game. Excellent, non-lethal and ghost, as you can tell by the 2 check marks there. So this cutscene is also kind of interesting. It's got some fun dialogue by Samuel.
So you did the business, did you, Corvo? I'm not one to speak against my betters, Mike, but if anybody ever deserved their fate, it was those Pendletons.
What business are you talking about?
Oh, grown-up business, girl. I mean, your ladyship. Forgive me.
Forgive me.
It's okay. I heard a lot of grown-up business at the Golden Cat.
Oh, I should concentrate on piloting this boat.
Yeah, so make of that whatever you will, but it's kind of an interesting cutscene. The dialogue in this part is also just like weird and poorly written for some reason. I don't know why. But so at this point we have Blink 2 and Agility 2, which is the only powers we're going to buy in the speed run. Agility 2 allows you to run at a faster rate, and Blink 2 is just a further range teleportation ability. And we utilize both of them. Blink 2 actually allows you to clip out of bounds in some places that you wouldn't otherwise be able to, which
You'll get to see it all.
We don't actually clip out of bounds on the next mission, but on the mission after that, we'll do some out of bounds clipping, and on next 2 missions after that as well, we'll do a little bit of out of bounds. Unfortunately, even though it's actually extremely, extremely easy to clip through walls in this game, it takes like 2 blinks at max, and you can clip through, you can theoretically clip through every single wall in the entire game with enough determination. Sometimes it takes a while. But unfortunately, it's only useful in about, what is it, like 4 or 5 different places in the non-lethal ghost run. It's like, it's 3 spots in, and actually, no, it's okay. It's 4 spots in any percent, and it's 6 spots in non-lethal ghost. And any percent, it probably saves a total of like 1 minute and 30 seconds. Non-lethal ghost probably saves 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But there's another category, all collectibles, which we clip out of bounds probably closer to 10 times, and it's maybe 11. And it saves closer to like 4 minutes in that category. So that's actually a really good watch, which I'm currently routing out now. So this mission is, in my opinion, the second hardest mission non-lethal ghost in the game. It's really, really easy to get detected by a large assortment of things in this area, or a large number of guards. Moving optimally, you get like 3 I haven't actually explained detection markers. But so this game actually has a really sophisticated stealth system based on detection markers. So 1 detection marker, the guard will head track to, everything is to where you were last sort of making noise. So if you make noise somewhere and you blink somewhere else, they'll head track to where you made noise. So 1 mark is head tracking, 2 marks is body tracking, so they'll actually turn around and face you, and 3 marks is they'll seek you out. I'm actually doing safe strats here. And I even got 2 marks safe strats. Usually, optimally you would get 3 marks doing quick strats there, which you would be sprinting. And yeah, you get really close to being caught. Okay, good. Sometimes that, oh, that was unfortunate. I landed on some guy's head. So, did I get the mana potion? Okay, I did. So sometimes that can cancel your jump, getting damaged by that rail there. Because if you get damaged on the same sort of general time that you input a jump, it'll just cancel the jump entirely, which can be rather unfortunate. And you get pretty close to being murdered by that thing. I didn't actually realize, but if I had gotten hit by that thing, I would have died. Luckily, I didn't, and we're still alive. That guy also comes pretty close to seeing you, but we're good. And we just kind of blink fast enough that nobody can actually see you for long enough that you get detected in that area. And we might be a little bit low on mana, so I'm just going to chill here for half a second, and then wait that. So that's the first damage cancel that I think I've shown off on the run. It's sort of weird because you fall low enough, then it'll just be like falling from any height that's pretty low, and you just won't do anything. Then if you fall from a little bit higher height, you'll get the falling animation. A little bit higher than that, you'll get a damage cancel, and then you'll get a damage fall, which damage falls are not good. We always want to avoid those. And that's that mission done. That mission, we want to abduct this guy named Sokolov and just obviously remain undetected and not kill anyone, which we've managed to do quite nicely.
We have $20 from a donor who says, "Hey guys, Koro here. Hey Sloth, what's up?
Oh, hey, Koro.
Sloth, I love you. NLG all the way. Good luck for your run. Can't wait to see your future streams. See you in Canada."
Man,
I am Canadian, by the way.
so much sloth love.
Go Canada. Oh, yeah, there's a sort of a small glitch in this game called Swordless, and it allows me to have my power out without having my sword out, because whenever you have your sword out, it actually reduces your movement speed by like, I have no idea, like 25%, something like that. Maybe a little bit less than that. But yeah, having your sword out reduces your movement speed, which is obviously not fast. So we do I'm not sure if it's a glitch. It's really like obvious for a glitch, but I think it is. Where you sort of just sheath your weapon, and if at the same time you just pull out your magic, it seems like they're kind of independent from each other. and it allows you to pull out your magic while you're still in the animation for putting your sword away, and it won't interrupt that. So then you just have your magic out and without your sword, and that saves a lot of time over the run. So I'll just do it right here. I pull out my sword, put it away, and then just hold blink, and now I have blink out without my sword. And it's just sort of habit. I don't even think about it now. That's why I didn't think to explain it. Here we just want to skip these cutscenes. This cutscene is kind of important because Pendleton gives us a note that we need to, so he wants us to deliver. And then we'll do something special with that so that we can save time later on. But this mission is Lady Boyle. And this is the major RNG in this category. In any percent, there's 2 major RNGs, but luckily in Non-Lethal Ghost, there's just 1 major RNG and a lot of sort of smaller RNG with guards and head tracking and random movement. So in this mission, if you've ever played it, we infiltrate Lady Boyle's mansion, and we want to, in this one, we want to kidnap Lady Boyle because we got to be non-lethal. But in any percent, you just want to kill her. So in any percent, there's 3 different rooms where a note can be, because you need a note that tells you which one is the real Boyle. And then there's 3 different Boyles that it can be. So there's 9 different lucks. World Record has the very best out of the 9 lucks. It also has the good luck out of the 2 lucks of the earlier one. So that's a total of 1 out of an 18 chance. Which makes going for world record attempts in any percent kind of a pain in the butt. But this one has a lot more options for RNG, but a lot of them are a lot closer. So as long as we don't get upstairs, we're fine. And now that I've said that, we're going to get upstairs. Upstairs is actually a lot slower and doesn't let me show off the... there's a glitch in this area called the Invisible Bouncing Boyle. And it is probably my favorite glitch in the game, just because of how wacky it is. This guy just trolled me. You can't actually get by him. So the Invisible Bouncing Boyle glitch abuses the fact that in this area, for some reason, detection for crimes and stuff is lessened. Like, you get detected a lot slower, which is why you see me blinking around in front of guards, which normally would get you immediately detected and avoid ghost, but we can actually do that in here because detection is intentionally slow. Okay, we didn't get an upstairs Boyle, thank you. So I can show off this funky glitch. So we just want to, that's awkward actually. Oh, wait, I was about to kidnap the wrong Boyle. That's really bad. She's the one right out in the open. Okay, hopefully we can... All right, we're good. That was a little... So, oh my gosh, whoops.
Oh no.
This is awkward. All right, we're gonna have to maybe do slow strats. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some slowish strats. Oh. All right, it reset the RNG, that's fine. I'm okay with this. So, this is the Invisible Bouncing Boyle glitch. So in this area, as long as you are continuously double jumping, nobody detects you. I can see. I'll show this off really quick. If I stop double jumping in front of this guard, he just immediately sees me and starts trying to kill me. So as long as I am continuously double jumping, I am invisible. And then this glitch is inconsistent sometimes. So I hopefully didn't kill Boyle there. Sometimes she will randomly fall on her head and die. But you enter in this cutscene. Hold on, we gotta listen to this. This is weird. This guy kidnaps her. Just, I don't know where he takes her. I don't actually want to know. It's pretty weird. We deliver her to her. We're kind of a bad guy. So yeah, you enter into this cutscene from out of bounds, and luckily she didn't die, which sometimes happens. And the entering into the cutscene pulls us back in bounds. That guy, his name is Brisby. He's a weirdo, but he lets us complete this mission non-lethally, so he's okay, I guess. Even if he does kidnap somebody for their entire life and do things to them. All right, moving on.
I hope you enjoyed your evening, sir.
Back to Samuel.
Broman is losing it over here.
Yeah.
This is a weird game sometimes. It's a very special game.
It's definitely a very creepy non-lethal solution to the
Yeah.
problem.
Is it better than killing her? It's up to you.
Philosophical
Whatever.
debate.
Yeah, it's But this is a speed run. We don't actually care.
Nope. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Maximum fastest per hour.
Maximum fastest per hour. Everybody go play Sonic Ball.
Sonic Ball. Best speed game.
So yeah, going out of bounds in this game is usually as easy as looking at your feet and double jumping and then blinking. This game's collision is really broken, but that's mostly because the collision detection, when you blink, it checks for collision at the place where you're going to, but also checks for collision along the way. And sometimes the collision that it checks for doesn't exactly match up with your collision or the collision of the world. So there, when I did that, it decided that because of the state that I was in with double jumping and how I was moving, decided that the area that I was blinking to was clear of objects, even though it wasn't, and it just put me inside the door. And that's the glitch that was patched in 1.3 and further, so that's why we don't play on those versions.
Ready to face the Lord Regent?
And now we were going to go face the Lord Regent, who's the guy that kind of screwed us over at the beginning of the game. We don't actually ever see him. Yeah, non-lethal is kind of weird like that sometimes. But this mission, at the beginning of this mission, is a jump called the tower jump. And it is probably the most difficult trick in the game now that we changed sloth jump. Yeah, I would say that this jump at the beginning is the most difficult jump in the game, so I'm going to probably just try to concentrate for that. I get it most of the time. It's pretty consistent.
We have $25 from Octazor.
Hey, Octazor.
Who says, no quad in the Borderlands 2 run, so have to donate during Dishonored. I wasn't joking when I said hide and seek %.
Man.
Sloth is such a jerk to Emily, even after watching her mom get murdered thousands of times over, that he should be nice just this once, even if it is after his wrong.
So, the joke is kind of, at the beginning of the game, every single time we play this game, every single reset, which is literally thousands of times, Emily asks you to play hide and seek. And it's faster to say yes and then not play hide and seek with her. So that's what we do, and it's kind of really mean. Hold on. Okay, nice. First
All
try.
right, yeah, good job.
That's actually pretty difficult.
P.S. Make sure to grab the right Lady Boyle this time. Signed, Slother Z.
Oh, man.
Slother Z.
We should be okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, every time we'd say no to playing hide and seek with her, so usually I'll do sort of a fun run where I will actually go play hide and seek with her. This is another clip glitch, where we clip into the safe there and grab the audio record. Oh gosh, that's not good. I have no health potions. Whatever, risky strats. That's actually, that's really difficult to do.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Wow. I was expecting him to die like 1 or 2 times there.
Gosh.
Nah, I won't take any fall damage. Easy. Easy.
What if you get like the loadout glitch, so you've got a fall damage on the other side of the door?
Nah, that only happens if you're bad.
Oh, okay, cool. It happens to me a lot. It's good to know that I'm bad.
This is another Samuel swag jump. Drop. It's the biggest jump in the game. It's a pretty fun jump. And it's actually extremely consistent. So yeah, that's the end of mission 6, which is Return to the Tower. And now we go into mission 7, and mission 7 is really not awful, but it has a 2-minute long cutscene in it, which I guess is a lot less than a lot less than the Skyrim thing, and a lot less than the one in Half-Life 2 and stuff like that. But it's sort of the designated bathroom break of the run. There's not much to do in it. Donation comments can be read then, but just for right now, there's still some getting to that point. So the story up till here is we take care of the High Overseer, who's the main villain in this game, and it's like, oh, everything's happy now. We rescued Emily. She's going to be the new Empress. And you're just coming back and having a party, but it's like, all right, that was a pretty short game, though. That's like, what, 30 minutes? Something like that. So, I don't know what that was. These are strats discovered by Wymorn, who was sitting behind me. And they save about 2 seconds. So, oh no! They poisoned us! What a twist! Who could have ever guessed that one?
How did that happen?
It's crazy. I don't know why we're drinking things that people are giving us, just out of the blue. It's kind of a shady organization.
That's the moral of the story. Don't drink things that other people
Yeah.
Drink.
Moral of the story is never leave your drink unattended at the bar.
Yep.
All right, so this is the 2-minute long cutscene. So I'm just gonna come sit on the couch over here.
We have $100 from Manis, who says, "Greetings from Switzerland. I lost my dad to cancer when I was little, so I never really got to know him. Here's $100, so hopefully more children will get to meet their parents, and more parents will get to see their children grow up. Congratulations on raising an impressive $500,000 and counting for such a noble cause. Love every minute of the stream. Thanks."
It's up to Dad. So this is my actual favorite character in the game. He's coming up soon. He's Dowd. We see him for, I think, a total of like 40 seconds in this entire run. We see him right at the beginning when he kills the Empress, and right now when he tells you that you're awful. We actually skipped out using a trick that was creatively named the Dowd Skip. And that's a pretty cool out of bounds. That's the this mission has 2 of the coolest out of bounds in this entire run. 2 of the coolest actual tricks in the run. Neither of them are actually Dowd Skip's kind of hard, but the other one's really easy, and it saves about probably together they save like close to 1.5 minutes. So these guys all have magical powers like you. The magical power is actually being touched by the outsider. It's a little weird. No, I don't think it is. I should probably actually play now. Oh, that's okay. We're all right. Oh, Mike, stay up there. So there's actually a DLC. The 2 DLCs are featuring Dowd, and you actually play as Dowd in those DLCs, and they're both fun speedruns. But you get like unlimited number of mana potions. They're not as interesting. So here I actually get hit from behind. My FOV isn't high enough to show you, but you can actually set your FOV to really high. This guy goes behind you and then despawns, and you get hit by nothing here, which is kind of fun. So that's the end of that cutscene. And now we actually get into this mission, which in any percent it's probably the most difficult mission, but a non-lethal ghost, it's kind of more chill. At the beginning of this mission, there used to be a jump called the Sloth jump. So I found it. But it's also called the Sloth jump because there used to be another trick there. And it was an obscenely difficult, like ridiculously precise trick that I could never get. So I decided, you know what, I'm really lazy. I don't want to learn this. I'm going to find a new trick. And I found the Sloth jump, which is a lot easier. And then I found something even easier pretty recently, which is the Sloth dive, which is actually still kind of difficult. So I'm going to try to get that first try so I don't embarrass myself.
I like how they know you have magical powers and expect like a few pieces of wood to like keep you in there.
Yeah. I think this, yeah, I got the Sloth jump. That's a kind of difficult trick. I got a heavy fall, come on. So I think the reason why they just put the things across there is Dowd's issuing you a challenge, and we're going to respond to that challenge by running away. So we go out of bounds here, and this is actually kind of really tough. Okay, we're good. So you swim out of bounds into this area, which is behind the door that you actually have to get through, and we completely skip that area. Yeah, it can be kind of difficult. Oh, that's weird. If you don't know what you're looking for. This is actually new strats that I learned like the other day, so hopefully I don't screw this up very much. All right, there we go. It's a lot more consistent than trying to run by those tall boys normally, and it also saves like a blinker. Actually, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I was mistaken. This is the other trick in this level, which is sewer skip. Which, this is a wall. We don't like walls. And now we're out of bounds. And we just jump over that giant gap and immediately get to the end of that whole section, which is kind of long and winding. I don't know if you can see it. We just go over here, and now we are back in bounds. And that saves probably close to a minute. I actually really like the flooded districts, but in casual play, the flooded districts is this kind of weird switch up in the game where it stops being so much stealthy, and it's really not. It's one of the weakest levels casually, but it's quite fun for a speedrun. These strats are actually called piss skip strats. Okay, we didn't get to it. So it's because upstairs there's a guard. Normally we would go for the message upstairs because it was the fastest one previously, and there's a guard standing in the way upstairs that can stop whatever he's doing and turn around to your bed and then pee on it. And it takes about 30 seconds, and the way his view cone is when he's peeing on your bed, it's impossible to get by him. So those strats completely skip dealing with that guard and save like 30 seconds if we get really bad RNG. So that's really, really nice strats. And we skip Samuel's dialogue there by being in the water when his boat is coming, and his boat goes by us, and then it leaves sort of our range, and then it stops the dialogue, and then we can just blink up to him again and immediately start the dialogue that takes us to the next mission. So this is the final mission of the game. What is it called? The lighthouse or something? I don't know. Well, that's the place. I don't know what the mission's called. I think it's... there it is.
Oh, man.
Azure. Holy crap. Get on this couch. Sit on Pino's lap or something.
Decided scrub.
We have a $150 donation from Naon, who says, "Hey Sloth, Dishonored is one of my favorite games and cancer is horrible. My best friend's mom just beat it, so have some money. Sloth taught me how to speedrun this game and is the best at it, so seeing him run it IRL is a treat."
That's cool. So here we want to pick up this mana potion, and then strats here are kind of interesting. We sort of just blink right past a whole group of guards that are conveniently enough have their view cones turned the other way. And we get up on this part, and then this whole area is pretty convenient for speedrunning because all of the guards, just like luckily enough, are not looking at you, and we can get in there. Stop messing around and come out at once. That's what he says when he gets 3 marks. So I'm pretty positive we didn't alert that guy. Probably. Nah, we're fine. So strats here is, you could run out of there, but that's kind of awkward. So we go at the top of this, which a lot of people don't realize is a thing you can do after the thing comes up here. So time is actually coming up really soon. As soon as we open Emily's door, it's time. So right about now. Nice. Very good. Sub 50.
Thanks for that, Run Sloth, and I have a very special donation here. Fearful Ferret donates $55 and says, "Hey Sloth, I just beat your any % world record by 7 seconds."
What? Oh no!
Oh no! Oh man!
I couldn't resist the opportunity to see your face when you heard that. Congrats on an awesome run. I know you'll be able to take the record back in no time.
Oh, Fearful Ferret, this guy.
This guy.
He's insane.
7 seconds.
That's crazy, actually.
You watched and listened.
All right, so that's kind of boring. So since I'm a decent amount underestimate, can I show off a couple things? It'll be real quick. Okay. So this first thing is called the Flying Samuel glitch. It doesn't make much sense, but Samuel's actor is weird.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoops, didn't get it. You jump out his head, it kills him instantly for some reason. That's step 1. And then there's that. So we can make him fly up in the air really high. And interestingly enough, Samuel's character model is actually tied to my view. So if I go over here behind these rocks, he actually floats on top of those textures. So that's interesting. That's Flying Samuel glitch. And this really doesn't make any sense. I can throw him too. And that's probably one of the weirdest glitches in the game. And this other thing is sort of a fan favorite. It's called Boil Ball. This isn't the right save. Do I have a Boil Ball save? I should. No, apparently not. It'll take like 2 seconds. So there's a weird glitch in this mission that involves a lady boil. So in most cutscenes with actors, when you clip in or when you blink into a cutscene, it'll first stop your momentum, and then it will separate the two actors. But for some reason, this cutscene does it in a reverse order, where it separates the actors and then stops the momentum. But interestingly enough, it will only stop your momentum. It doesn't actually stop Lady Boyle's momentum. And because of another sort of quirk with how Dishonored is programmed, Blink in this, in the actual game, I don't think this is true in the DLC, but Blink doesn't actually teleport you to another place. It just moves you there really, really quickly, and you usually can't tell. No, this is an okay boil, actually. We get to see the invisible bouncing boil glitch a little bit more, hopefully. So yeah, oh, that's inconvenient. Hold on, this should just take a second. It's really not a difficult thing to do. Okay, there we go. Just gotta wait for this guy to go past. The invisible bouncing boil glitch. Nobody can see us. We're invisible. It just like blows my mind that this is a thing. It's something to do with view cones and not being detected immediately. So we can just kind of go downstairs real quick. And what you can do with the fact that Blink moves you really quickly to another place, and that this cutscene separates you before it stops your momentum, is you can do this. I'll show you a little bit more of an interesting angle. Some of the things we can do. Dishonored is not okay with you moving this quickly, so it does some weird things with the collision.
Yes, that is the best one.
It's not a big fan of moving this quickly. So you can actually just get her to phase right through the wall sometimes. She's kind of stuck in the wall. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that's Boil Ball, and that was Dishonored Non-Lethal Ghost. So thank you guys very much.
Thanks for the run, Sloth. We'll be back after a commercial with Antechamber, run by March Fighter Paladin.